Look at this, y'all. I combed my head. So, good afternoon, everybody. It is January 26th, 2021. And I'm actually happy that we all made it, y'all. So, today I know that, I said I was going to come to you guys to talk about clinicals or whatever. But, I want to give you guys an update after, what happened. I started clinicals on January 6th, 2021. For those of you who follow me on Snapchat, you may know that. So I was assigned a pediatric clinic. The pediatric clinic I was assigned to basically had two office locations where I had to float between two different states, Georgia and South Carolina. I live on the edge of Georgia. Literally, South Carolina is literally 5 minutes away. So, but my house is not that close to the place. It's probably 45 minutes away from the place in South Carolina and 20 from the one in Georgia. But, yeah, so I basically, damn, why y'all be interrupting my videos? Golly, ghetto. Anyways, so basically, Monday, Tuesday, and Saturday were my days that I was assigned at clinical. And, everything was going good on my end. I assumed that, paperwork had got turned in for me to do clinicals and all. Because I talked back and forth with my school. My school let me know. They were like, yeah, everything is good. And, you start and blah, 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 right? So January 6th, 2021 came. And I was able to go to clinicals. So I went in. And when I went, I got there early. I was not supposed to get there until 9 o'clock. So when I got there around 8:30ish. So what I did was I sat there and I ate my breakfast in my car. I watched some YouTube videos and I basically called it a day, whatever, right? So 8:30 passed by. 9 o'clock then passed by. 9:30 then came. And I'm like, okay, there's nobody here, not even a front desk person. So I called the office. They're basically like, oh yeah, we're open today from such and such, such and such. Now, hold on to that right there. That's some vital information, right? So, while I am in the car, I'm also calling my school because I'm like, hey, so the girl that y'all said I'm supposed to be with, she's not here, nobody's here. So they gave me her personal number. I called her personal number and my school was calling her personal number. Little ray of sunshine, she basically told me through text message because she would not answer my phone call. I had to text her. Little ray of sunshine told me that she did not have patients on Monday. So with her not having patients on Monday, basically none of them came in. So I'm like, well, if y'all didn't come in, why didn't somebody, contact my school or whatever? And then she lied, because the school backed it up. School like, oh yeah, she didn't contact us. And then they looked through the spam folders because she sent a message to someone's, she sent a message through someone's Facebook profile that basically is at the school. She did not send it to the school directly, the registrar, none of that. No secretary, no owner of the school program that I was in. No, she sent it to one of their Facebook pages that was not used for business. So I go back to clinical on the Tuesday. And when I get there, I walk in, I'm dressed in my scrubs professionally. My scrubs are ironed. I have my backpack, which had my clipboard with my prescriptions wrote down on it that I can basically have as a cheat sheet so I can know what they're doing. Then I had pens and stuff, my water, basically things like that. And also I had my stethoscope. So while I'm walking in there, I done said, hey, I told the guy behind the desk, I said, hey, I'm here for a clinical rotation. This is my preceptor and blah, blah, blah. He didn't even know who I was. So apparently they did not even discuss that I was supposed to be there. Not my school, but the people, the preceptor and the office staff. So they're looking at me sideways trying to figure out what the heck are you even doing here, girl? So I'm sitting there okay, bro, I'm I'm already like having like these strikes. So I'm like, this is like real unprofessional, whatever. So when the preceptor finally gets there, she is 30 minutes late. She comes up and she's like saying good morning to the staff members and stuff. So, being from the South, I'm courteous. I'm going to speak too. I said, good morning. My name is Alicia. How may I help you? And she was like, talking to the rest of the staff. She ignored my ass, walked out, put her stuff down, went to put on makeup at work, came back, talked back to the office staff, and then said, oh, good morning. And I'm like, what? I didn't do shit to you, sis. Why are you mad? Like, why are you mad this morning? So, then I'm just sitting there. I'm just like, when I tell y'all, I'm just like sitting there and I'm just like, what TF in my face? Like, my head, my eyebrows telling me everything. So, like, she's like getting on the computer and then she's like, click, 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 click. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to go over there and see what she's doing so she can, show me the system and all that stuff. And I asked her, what system are you guys using? Because, at my job, I don't use, this system. And this is like new to me because they said I was going to, go do it with clinicals. I'm using eClinicalWorks. And I was like, damn, sis is mad. So basically, I ain't asked them. She was like, you just gonna shout at me for this week. And I was like, oh, okay. So basically, like, I shouted her, I followed her and stuff. And then, like, I'll be trying to ask her questions and stuff about, like, what I need to do. How could I prepare for such and such, such and such. When I tell you, sis was just, like, not helpful. And, I hate the fact that, like, when people do stuff like that, I feel like as a preceptor, you should let people know if you want students or if you don't want students. Like, don't take nobody if you don't want to, be friendly and be in the teaching environment. It's just, like, I feel like it's real damn stupid because me personally, I'm going to feel very vocal about that. I'm going to be like, hey, I don't want a student because I'm not, feeling my best attitude. I'm feeling a little salty. I just broke up with my boyfriend. I'm upset. Tell me what you want me to know. Don't just sit there and leave me in the dark. Because I really felt like during this whole clinical experience, I was left in the dark. So the Saturday came, right? And I'm still sitting there and stuff. So, oh my gosh, guys. I got to copy some papers. So, I got to copy some papers. And I got to hand them the papers. And that was my job, like, for that day. And I was like, oh, okay. And then I got released early. And I was like, okay, what about my hours? She's like, don't worry about it. I figure it out. I was like, okay. So next week comes up. Monday comes up, right? Again. And this is week 2. So during week 2 or whatever, y'all, I come to the place. Sis is an hour late this time. Oh, wait. I scratched. I got Monday and Tuesday mixed up. Monday was Martin Luther King's holiday. So, again, I was not told that I did not have a clinical rotation. I was just told to, oh, we'll see you tomorrow. And I'm like, well, damn, like, I'm wasting gas because my house is like 45 minutes from this location. And I feel some type of way because, like, I'm driving from Georgia to South Carolina. I'm driving from Georgia to South Carolina. Let's put this, I know it's not a far drive, but when you got to get up early, it's cold outside, you got to heat the car up, you got to get you some breakfast and lunch, you got to do all of that. And you're not communicating, you think this is cool just because I'm young. I don't want to goddamn burn gas. I don't. I just want to be able to know what I got going on. So, Tuesday comes, right? Sis is an hour late. So, I'm just sitting there at this point. I'm annoyed. I'm drinking my iced coffee from the Dunkin' Donuts because I thought I was not going to have the time to stop by the Starbucks because, I was trying to be on time or whatever. And so, when sis came in, sis did the same shit again. The girl, it was a girl, a young girl about my age. I think she probably had to be like a year older than me, I guess. So she came up And she told, my preceptor, hey, good morning, how are you today? My preceptor was like, oh, hi, I'm doing good. And again, me, I said, good morning, how are you doing today? She looked at me, and she went to the back and she put on her makeup and she drank her coffee. Then she comes out, looks at us, and then she says, oh, good morning. So right now at this point, I'm like, it's not the fact that you did not hear me. You're just blatantly being nasty at this point. And I ain't got time for it because I'm a student. I'm going to tell my school and we just going to resolve this, whatever. So I got to prick fingers. And for those of you who do not know, or you have not seen my previous video on YouTube or my Snapchat or my Instagram, I basically am a phlebotomist as well. I know about drawing blood. Blood is my life. Specimen collection is me. I love that. I know what I'm doing. So I'm getting ready. She says, collect his blood. I said, okay. Now, while she said collect this little boy blood, right? Nobody told me where the needles and the band-aids and the test strips or none of that was at. Nobody told me where anything was. Okay? Then she's like, I'll show you where everything's at. And I'm like, I'm glad that I had to wear the mask, because if I didn't have to wear the mask, I'm pretty sure she would have seen me calling her all kind of shit up under that mask. And it's not nice to be speaking like that, but it's just the overall principle. So I collected his blood, and I know how to run like hemoglobin tests, and I know how to do urinalysis and blah 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 blah, whatever. I know how to do all that. So I done collected his blood, and I'm running hemoglobin, and I told her what it was. Say for instance, it was like, I said, oh well, he's 11.2, just throwing out a random number, and she's like, oh. And then so like I was asking her, I said, so do you want him to do a urinalysis because he's of age? I said, you know what? Let me not ask no more questions. Like, I was writing stuff down because, like, you're supposed to, like, know how to do things. Like, when you do clinicals, write this stuff down so you can learn and basically mold into, like, the best medical assistant, phlebotomist, LPN, CNA, RN, hell, goddamn basket weaving space astronaut ever, right? So, like, I was just sitting there like, bro, I just had to start writing my book or whatever. And then so like I had to leave that location in South Carolina and I come back to Georgia, to this location in Georgia, right? So honey is running around like she got a chicken with her head cut off. And I'm asking her, I said, hey, I see that you're busy. Can I help you? You need me to do anything? Oh, I said, what the hell? Under my mask. And I said, you know what? So she's over there and like, nobody gets here to help me. Da 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 da. And they need to get somebody else to work here other than me. I can't do everything. I only make $12 an hour. I said $12 an hour. $12 an hour. 12, 1, 2, 1, 2. Not no 1, 2. 1, 2. Oh, can't do nothing with no $12 an hour. So you really losing your marbles for $12 an hour. And you know what? It's not the value of the pay. It is the job. I get that. But I just don't understand how sis is just making out $12 an hour. Like, at my regular job I work now, I don't even make $12 an hour. I make more than that. But let's get to Saturday. So Saturday comes, right? Saturday comes and I'm just sitting there like chilling. And I'm like in the office. She's late again per usual. I'm just not even caring about her at this point. I'm over there. I done swept the floor. I done straighten the little magazines up. I don't wipe down, because you're supposed to wipe down with the Oxiver cleaning solution for COVID. Just, to get stuff ready and stuff. I done did the exam room prep. I done did all of that. Then, after that, sis comes in late with the attitude, per usual. So, I'm at the point where I'm just like, I'm not going to even say good morning. So the girl that was in there with me, she said, good morning. And, hey. And the lady said, oh, good morning, you all. I said, So it took for me not to speak to her, for her to speak to me. This is really interesting. I was like, oh, hey, good morning. How are you? So after that, right, I basically, sat there and I was just observing just her behavior for the day. And so she's like, oh, it's going to be a great short day and we got shots to do and I might let you do some shots next week and blah, 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 right? So I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. So literally, people that came in, they basically did not even need nothing. They were like sick child visits. So basically all I had to do was basically like get the symptoms and stuff that they were feeling, have that ready for the doctor. I mean, I didn't chart it in the system because I don't know how to chart it in the system because sis never taught me. So I just gave the doctor a piece of paper with symptoms in it. And the doctor has basically charted. She was nasty to the doctor too. But yeah. So after that right there, me and the other girl in the office, we were talking about sanitation and all that stuff. Sis had to walk in there and, y'all sure got a lot of free time to be talking, don't y'all? I was like, under the mask. I was trying to keep it up. Under wraps, under the mask. So I just minded my business. So I'm supposed to be in clinicals from the hours of like 9 to 5. I left clinicals at 1 o'clock because clinicals were cut again because we did not have enough patients. I asked her before I left, I said, hey, are we gonna have patients on Monday? Oh girl, yeah, we got a full book. I get there again, which was yesterday, Monday. Ain't nobody there. No front desk person, no nobody. So I just left the location and I went to my school and I told my school about it, and me and my instructor basically just talked about what I was going to do as far as like getting my hours and all that stuff. And she said she was going to give me credit for the hours, but it's just the overall principle that like literally like I feel like some MAs, they get the position that don't even have formal training and they end up acting like straight up asses. Like, I feel like if you want to be in that healthcare field, you need to be at the point where you can help people. You just don't need to be over there being nasty, because when you're nasty, that rubs off on the patients and they pick up on your body language and they don't want to come back. Personally, me, if I had a child, I would not want to go to that pediatric facility. I would not go to that pediatric facility for the same reason that I just said. Nasty, nasty, nasty. The sweetest doctor, sweetest front desk boy in the whole world, but that medical assistant was on some bullshit. So now basically like my clinicals is over, and that's basically my story for clinicals during COVID. So you guys let me know in the comment section, or you can email me blah 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 and let me know if you had any clinicals that were set up like mine during COVID, because I just don't even understand how some of these places are even open if they run the way they run. But check you guys later.